Good evening, good afternoon, good wherever you are. This is Sunday Streaming, and yes, I am quite sunburned. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody's having a great week, and all that good stuff. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, right now I am actually in the middle of making breakfast, but I figured I could whip up some breakfast while I talk to you guys, answer some questions, and things like that. What's up, Jax? What's up, everybody? It's a great morning here. All that good stuff. So whipping up some eggs, some bacon. You know how it is. Never a dull moment, busy life, all that. What up, Luke? So like always, if you have questions for me, please feel free to ask them, and I will go ahead and answer them right now as I'm making some breakfast for myself. Anything in particular that you want to talk about? Nothing really is off limits and all that stuff. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. Was up all night watching Black Sails. I've been meaning to watch that. I haven't gotten a chance to get to it, but I have been dying to see it. I've also been wanting to watch Vikings. I've heard Vikings is actually really good stuff too. Oh, I'm totally into piracy. I love that whole pirate mythology and stuff like that. Just never really delved too into it. That's part of the reason why I think Uncharted 4 is my favorite of the series. It's because of the piracy element of it. I love that. Luke Wiseman asks, is New X-Men good? Yes, New X-Men is extremely good. It is Grant Morrison at one of his most accessible. But I do recommend you go into it not expecting a traditional X-Men story like with most things Grant Morrison, because he's not going to give you a traditional X-Men story. Be a little bit different, a little bit weirder, and a little bit more unique than what you've expected from an X-Men story. Really fun stuff, though. It's probably in my top 3 X-Men runs of all time. The other, of course, being Uncanny X-Force and a few other things thrown into there. But I'm not really an X-Men guy. That's more Riley than me. What did I think of Iron Fist? I did a stream where I watched the first 5 episodes last week. Unfortunately, it got taken down because of copyright and all this other bullshit. Even though I wasn't actually showing the video. But what I thought about it was fun, a little bit boring, very slow paced, and deeply flawed. I still haven't finished it. I got 5 episodes in, and I shut it off. However, I do recommend that you watch Legion. Holy shit, Legion has been great. Legion has been absolutely badass. Love the hell out of Legion. And me and Jess will definitely be talking about Legion on the news show this week because we're both caught up. So we're definitely going to be touching on that. God, Legion is so good. Neil Druckmann, yeah, Neil Druckmann is, oh, man. It's kind of crazy how good Neil Druckmann is. For those of you that don't know, Neil Druckmann is basically the director of The Last of Us, The Last of Us Left Behind, and oh my goodness, Uncharted 4. And it's crazy to think that this is a guy. He has Uncharted 4 and Last of Us under his belt. Amazing, amazing resume. Incredible. And Last of Us was his first time directing a game, and he knocks it out of the park. Oh, goodness. It's just, oh my gosh. It's just nuts to me. What up, Matt? Oh, shit. I'm sorry, Matt. I remember you sent me a message. I have not looked at it yesterday. I apologize. I was at the beach with family yesterday. So I will get a look. I'll get to that message, and I have a feeling I know what it is. I will send you the money for the pop if that's what it is. I apologize. What did I think about the Justice League trailer? Me and Jess will be talking about that in more detail on the Sunday news show. That'll go up later tonight. Overall, more of the same, to be honest. And I know that's going to be a very unpopular opinion, but I've been fooled so many times by DC that I'm more, not cautiously, I'm more hesitant going into this, where I'm like, okay, you know, you got the slow motion thing, which I'm tired of. You've got, you know, Come Together Right Now, which is actually a really good song. And, you know, I'm a little bit burned out by the DC stuff, so I'm cautiously optimistic. Of course, I want to go into it and I want to have a good movie. Nobody wants to walk into a movie and it be shit, especially with superheroes, because you love them. But in all honesty, I don't know. I really don't know. I want it to be good. The trailer looked fun. Trailer certainly looked like it could be a lot of fun. I saw some people online complaining about Bro Aquaman. I'm like, you know. Too much CGI. Yeah, that has me concerned more than anything else. And the thing is, it's not particularly great CGI. Granted, they still have plenty of time to give it another render, to give it another pass, and take a look at it. But Cyborg in particular looks a little bit rough, CGI-wise. I've always been a fan of a mixture of prosthetics and CGI, because you can use prosthetics and you could clean them up a lot with CGI. And then again, CGI has evolved to a very good extent. All you have to do is take a look at how great the Hulk looked in the last few Avengers film. And the thing is, the Hulk, the progression from just the Avengers 1 to Age of Ultron in terms of CGI is incredible, how fast this stuff is moving. Because you look at Age of Ultron, and yeah, you know, and you look at Avengers 1, and yeah, Hulk, he's got a few moments where it's like, oh, okay, well, that's clearly CGI. You know, the mind can let it slip a few times. Age of Ultron, he looks a lot better. That's just how fast these things are going. Would you consider doing an update to the Hellboy Universe reading order, since there have been a few additions? No, not really, because there's really nothing else to update. You just keep going from where I left off. It's just you pick up the next Ape Sapien, you pick up the next volume of Hell on Earth. There's really nothing to update. It hasn't been that long. I don't think there's a point in me doing another one. Would you consider, let's see, hey Hardcover, are you planning on getting the entirety of Berserk? Your review of the first 3 volumes was Guretto. Thank you. I plan on it. I have the first 10 volumes. I have the first 10 volumes of Berserk. I plan on continuing the series. I'm just being a little bit more frugal with my finances right now. Because we've got a lot of things coming, we've got a lot of plans coming, things like that. So I'm being a bit more picky than normal in my finances, so I haven't picked up that many volumes. Alright, input. Kettle? I don't have a kettle right now. I'm not using it because I'm not making tea or coffee. Yes, I am in the kitchen. I'm making myself breakfast. Let's see. Will you be upgrading to the Hell on Earth hardcovers? I'm on the fence. I want to. I want to upgrade to the Hell on Earth hardcovers, but at the same time, like, I'm not that crazy about it. Because I have so many. I might just end up selling them in the group and going from there. Because I know somebody in the group will want the trades. But just to continue it because of my OCD and stuff like that, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I have all these hardcovers of Hell on Earth, of Hellboy, and all this stuff, but I don't have the BPRD Hell on Earth stuff that's coming out. No, I'm not making noodles. What's your most anticipated upcoming omnibus or hardcover? The Hellboy and Hell Library Edition. Definitely super hyped about that. I was so excited when they announced it, and I can't wait to get that. Because now I have all of the Hellboy story in beautiful deluxe hardcovers. Dun, 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 dun. So I heard some people were saying, or they asked, or somebody mentioned in the chat, or something like that. Somebody messaged me saying, hey, like, what happened? Why weren't you there? Somebody messaged me, asked me, what happened on Thursday? Everything okay? Like, was there a falling out between you guys? And I was like, no, I just couldn't make it. I had work to do, guys. This is not a full-time job for me, unfortunately, even though it's starting to feel like a full-time job at times. I teach as a full-time gig, and this is the busiest time of the year for me. Jess, what are you doing up so early? So there is no bad blood or anything like that. I just had a shit ton of work to get done. That's all it is. People see. Here's the thing about the internet. People like to jump and assume, like, oh man, something bad is happening or something like that. They jump and assume so fucking quick. It's like, no, guys, I just had work. This is not a full-time gig. Everything is good. I love those guys. Did you give up on Mass Effect? Yeah, actually I did. I completely, totally did. Tyler, hey, how's it going, dude? Jess, I'm all caught up on Legion. We're going to talk about it on the new show. Holy shit, Legion is good. Am I watching the new Samurai Jack? No, I haven't started it yet. I plan to. I've been dying to watch it. I've been dying to watch the new Samurai Jack. I plan to. I just haven't committed to it yet. There is bad blood. Jess, don't. No. Don't start that, because then people will start going, oh man, Jess said there's bad blood among the group. They hate each other, yada, 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 and all this stuff. Don't start that. Because somebody will take it literally. This is the internet. So for those of you that are wondering, if you are at the $10 Patreon level, me and Gabe, we are going to be watching Super Mario Brothers this afternoon, and we're going to be doing it and recording it, and that's what you guys voted on. So it's going to be Super Mario Brothers. God damn it, that movie's such a piece of shit. Yeah, I've seen all 6 episodes of Legion. Will you be getting the Daredevil Brubaker omnibus? No. No. I won't be getting the Daredevil Brubaker omnibus. I'm not going to double dip. And I've got bacon. Bacon's ready. Don't plan on it. I don't see a need for it. So I'm not going to get it. Because I've got the Ultimate Collections that were put out a few years ago. Nintendo Switch. Thoughts after having it a few weeks? I'm addicted, and it is my new drug. 6 are out now, Tyler. Wait, I think it's either 6 or 7. Either way, I'm all caught up. I'm all caught up with everything involving Legion. And it's by far my favorite news show. It's so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. By the way, Jess, I totally called that villain reveal. I called it. I knew it was him. I was like, I knew it was that guy. I had a gut feeling. We talked about it before. It just makes sense. For Legion, I'm not getting into spoilers because there are some people that are only like 1 or 2 episodes behind, but man. So good. We'll do a spoiler talk this afternoon on the news show. Zelda is so... I can't put down Zelda. I honestly cannot put that thing down. It is so good. It's crazy how good Breath of the Wild is. I am 2 hearts away, by the way, from getting the Master Sword, Tyler. Logan spoiler talk anytime soon. I think we might do that. I think I might make that like a Patreon thing. I don't know yet. I've been wanting to do a spoiler talk of Logan. Spatula. Can't find my damn spatula. That is a crime. Ah, there it is. I just need to track down some of those amiibos now. Love to get the Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker gear. Yeah, same. Are those amiibos really starting to become harder to find? Because I actually had to order the Wolf Link amiibo off BestBuy.com because they were so ridiculously priced on Amazon. Like, the pricing was just nuts on Amazon for some of that stuff. So I went on Best Buy and I ordered the Wolf Link. Because if you do, that gives you a Wolf Link. It gives you the Wolf Link that you can use. You get your own personal wolf, basically, in the game. And it is OP as hell. What is that? Why is it so good? Berserk is great, but it's super dark. I did a review of it. Just look at my review for the first 3 volumes. All right, get that done. Okay. Ah, a little bit of milk. Got the milk. Can't forget milk when you're making eggs. Take it easy, Tyler. Love you, buddy. Am I caught up on East of West? What are my thoughts? I've read the first hardcover. Loved what I've read so far. I'm planning to get the variant cover. Comes out this week, I believe. I'm planning to get it. The traditional 2nd volume hardcover came out this past week on in-stock trades, but the last week on in-stock trades, but they didn't have the variant, which is the one I wanted, and I'm ordering that this week. What up, Betty? Good morning, hardcover. Are you all caught up? Yeah. What's up? Hey, what's up, Eddie? Are comic book writers and artists very lazy or what? No, they're not. You can't be lazy in this industry. Because shit has to get done. Those guys are on a real real tight timeline to get shit out. Granted, you have your guys like John Cassaday and things like that. That they take longer to put out content. They take longer to put out content because their art is more detailed and stuff like that. And, you know, yeah, you've got, on occasion, your lazy writer and stuff and your lazy artist. My favorite writer and artist, Darwin Cook, once said that, look, the work can get done, it's just these guys are lazy. I'm like, oh, well, okay. I trust his word. So maybe there are some guys out there that they are a bit lazy and they don't get their work on time because of that. But these guys get paid artists get paid per page. There is a certain quota that they get paid for. Most of these guys get paid per page. They're not on salary. At least that's what we've heard. So it behooves them to get work out and to keep pumping out comics and to keep doing pages. Otherwise, ain't no money coming into the house. And ain't no money coming into the house, ain't no food getting bought. And I sound like a Southern boy. All right. John Cassaday is the worst. Him and Warren Ellis, man. Ultimate Combo took, what, 10 years to release 27 issues of Planetary? Yeah, it did. And apparently John Cassaday, though, along those lines, had some illnesses. He had some things that were going on with him. And I get that. That's not always the case, though, that there's illnesses. Sometimes, hey, people are lazy sometimes. I've told this story before that the cover artist for Sandman, and Neil Gaiman has told this story before, he was sleeping on doing covers. He had like a whole bunch of covers that he had to get done, and he thought he was unfireable. Karen Berger calls him up and says, hey, where are my covers? No, they're not done yet. And she says, well, I need my damn covers. Well, you know, I'll get to it when I get to it. No, you'll either get to it or you're fired. And then he laughed and he said, what are you actually going to fire me? And Karen Berger said, yeah, I'll fire your ass. The next day, she had 4 covers on her desk. So, you know, there are people that are lazy. Would you recommend the Southern Bastards hardcover? They look really cool. No, I wouldn't, actually. I say it's a pass because there's nothing in there that really differentiates it from the trades. For that, just get the trades. It'll be cheaper. Unless you want to have it in hardcover format. Good to see you, Betty. What is the longest comic that is going on right now? Isn't it Spawn? I think Spawn is the longest comic. No, me and Gabe talked about this. It's either Spawn or Sonic the Hedgehog has the longest running, like, non-broken run. I forgot who it was that we talked about this. What is the longest running comic? I'm almost 100% sure it's Spawn. Because Detective Comics doesn't count. Because of the New 52. Yeah, they went back to the original numbering. But because of the whole thing with the New 52, it was broken up. Like, I know a lot of fans like to tout, hey, Detective Comics is because it's 800 and something. Doesn't really count, though, because like I said, New 52 kind of fucked that up. I really do want to say it's Spawn. Just give me a sec. Batman Nightfall Omnibus. Is it worth getting? The first half is leading up to Batman getting his back broken. After that, I think you're right. I think Savage Dragon might be longer. I haven't looked at the numbers, but Savage Dragon's been going on for a long ass time. God, One Piece. That's a manga. Excuse me. That's a manga that I've been wanting to read for the longest time. But I just can't invest in that many volumes of manga right now. So hopefully one day I'll be able to jump on it. I know there's box collections of it, and they make it more accessible price-wise, but still. I don't have the money for that. I have all Green Lantern, Jeff John, on Zombie. I have the option now to buy the Absolute Blackest Nights. Do I go for it? What's your take? No. You don't need it. You'd be double dipping. Yeah, there's no point. By all means, stick with the omnibus. It's perfectly fine. Oh, the art, I would imagine, looks gorgeous in Absolute Blackest Night. Because, God, the art is gorgeous. LG, good morning, man. You should read some Judge Dredd. Case File 5 is a good start-off point. Ooh, yeah. I've been wanting to read Judge Dredd. I just don't know where to start because it's been such a long-running comic, and there are so many different volumes and so many different series out there that I'm like, where do I fucking start? Well, thanks for that. Jess asking me the question. Does the Legion TV show make me want to buy Legion Omnibus? Absolutely. I'm now more curious about that character than ever before. Jess, on the new show this week, we have to talk spoilers about Legion. Oh my God. It's so good. The UK Judge Dredd covers. Matt, are you a big Judge Dredd guy? Well, yeah, Case File 5 introduces you nicely to the world and has some great arcs later in the collection. Let me take a look at that. Let's see. Go to the old Amazon. Yes, I want to leave the page. Case File 5. Let's take a look. Somebody said they started Hannibal this week in the chat. I fucking love Hannibal. Case File 5. There it is. It's only $17. I might actually give this a whirl. Give us some of his most exciting cases. Arch Nemesis. Okay, I'll give this a look. That looks pretty cool. Take it easy, Amir. Oh yeah, we need to talk about the Justice League trailer. That's a good point. Any guilty pleasure, comic or manga? Trying to think. Any guilty pleasure, comic or manga? You know what? Off the top of my head, for the most part, no. There really isn't anything that I'm like, it's a guilty pleasure of mine in terms of comics and manga. Because most of the stuff I like, I mean, next wave, maybe, but even then, that's pretty much like fans that have read it really love it. Have I seen the new Power Rangers movie? No, I haven't. I've been wanting to watch it. Oh, dude, you finished the first season 2 is so much better. Punisher versus the Marvel Universe. That's a good guilty pleasure. That was really good. Where will erotica be in the next 20 years? Online. More online. VR. That's where it'll be. Where you put on a VR helmet and like a stripper will give you a lap dance. That's where it'll be. And she still won't go home with you at the end of the night. Longest running manga is 346 volume. What manga is that? And I've never heard of it. Is it still ongoing? Jesus. I mean, after a certain point, you gotta think, let's wrap this shit up. Right? Unless you're like Robert Kirkman and it's like, I'm gonna ride this money cow into the ground with Walking Dead. All right, can we talk about... Okay. Can we talk about product placement in regards to The Walking Dead? Kirkman is whoring out that series like a $2 whore. Like a $2 hooker on Vegas on Fight Night. You know? Like, he is just pimping the shit out of Walking Dead. I swear, it's like it's like a casket away from being Kiss level of how much he is just whoring that brand out. It's a bit much, I think, and there is such thing as overexposure. We've seen this past season that fans have look, ratings have dipped, and it's not like, you know, a little bit of a small dip here. No, it was a dramatic dip, and I think it's just people are getting overexposed by it. People are getting tired of this shit, and people are getting tired of like being treated like idiots, which is generally what sometimes is happening in the TV show. I haven't liked the comics since they left the prison. TV show has been good, but lost me last season. The comics have been pretty solid lately, from what I read. I've only got up to the beginning of the Whisperer War arc, whatever the last omnibus ended at. And they've been pretty solid as of late. Hasn't been anything that's going to blow your socks off, but, you know, it's been okay. But yeah, after the prison, it's like, oh, well, rinse, repeat. I mean, you owe it to yourself to check it out. The Walking Dead isn't terrible. In fact, the first 45-ish, first 50 issues are genuinely really great. My problem with Kirkman, and this has always been my problem with Kirkman, is illogical inconsistencies in character behaviors. You'll have one character that's totally fine, acting normal, you know, everything like that. All of a sudden, they run out of toilet paper, while he's wiping his ass, and he flips the fuck out, like, ah, you know, he's just yelling at the top of his lungs. You know, and it just comes out of nowhere. And I think he's more, Kirkman is not the most subtle writer. He's not. He really isn't. He's more about the bigger beats. How fast can I get to the big splash pagey beat moments so I can keep this train rolling rather than slow things down enough? Invincible is a lot better. But then again, he also has the same problems. And it's just a writing style that I don't care for. It's Kochira Katsuchiga ku Kamera Koen Mai Hashujutsu. I can't even say that. And it has 200 volumes. That's the longest running manga. Outcast is good. It's okay. I mean, I think it's okay. Me and Jess have talked about this, actually, where I agree with a lot what Jess says, where there's nothing new there. There is nothing original about Outcast. At least that's what I think. I don't think there's a single thing that's original about Outcast. All of it is tropes that we've seen done better over the past few years. Me and Jess have talked about this before. Have I heard of the Marvel Generations event? aka Rebirth ripoff. I have not actually looked into it. I know they announced it this past week or something like that, and they made a big thing of it. But I haven't 100% looked at it. I've been wanting to. And that'll be, again, something we'll cover in greater detail on this week's news show. That should go up sometime later today. And here's the thing. I apologized last week. What's going on is that last week I was kind of fading off a little bit on the news show. One, we did it a little bit later than normal. And two, I'm on new antidepressants. And they make me a little bit more sleepy and a little bit more tired and lackadaisical and things like that. So it's a part of, getting better. So that was kind of like, if you saw the news show towards the end, I was like, oh my gosh, I was nodding off a little bit. I just wasn't feeling that good that night. Do you think we'll see a hardcover of Omega Men or Sheriff of Babylon? I think it's a given. It has to happen sometime soon. Has to. Especially Omega Men. With how much of a critical darling it's been, oh, we gotta have that sometime soon. Of course, no new blood. Marvel will recycle the same writers they've got, all that other stuff. I think Marvel's kind of in a funk right now. And they really need to shake things up a bit. Do you like Jackie Chan movies, and what is your favorite? I'm going to have to think about that. Sunstone. I've been wanting to read that. That's the book about BDSM, correct? Like, it involves about BDSM relationships and things like that. I've been really wanting to read that. I've heard it's actually good things. I've heard it's the anti-50 Shades of Grey, basically. Like, it more accurately portrays what it's like to be in a BDSM relationship. That's pretty cool. By the way, yes, I have seen 50 Shades of Grey. No, no, I can't recommend it. It's a terrible fucking movie. How is American Gods? The book is phenomenal. It's so good. Lesbian BDSM. Thank you, Jess. Is Black Sad good? Because I saw pictures of the art and it looked great. Yes, Black Sad is incredible, and the art is fucking amazing. Black Sad is hands down one of the best drawn books that I've read in the past 10, 15. It's incredible how good the art is in that. Have I seen 50 Shades Darker? Fuck no. God, no, I'm not watching that shit. Hell no. Saw the first one because me and my girl, we were curious and we are like, whatever. Let's check it out. How bad could it be? God damn, that is a piece of shit movie. The art is so good. I felt weird bringing the trades up to the cashier at the bookstore. Who gives a shit, man? This day and age, who gives a shit? You're into what you're into. You read what you read. You're not hurting anybody and you're not hurting yourself. Who cares? I was surprised. Last week, I didn't get any hate for what I said about the whole Colin Moriarty situation. I was genuinely surprised. I thought for sure, somebody in the chat or somebody would leave a comment saying, "Oh, you fucking asshole," all this other stuff. I was genuinely really surprised. Oh, the trailer for American Gods looks so good. It looks so good. Peter Stormare. Of course. It's got Peter Stormare. Love Peter Stormare. He was the villain in that video game, Until Dawn, which if you haven't played, Until Dawn is really fun. Am I grabbing the absolute of the Dini and Ross world's greatest superheroes? No. Not anytime soon. Money, man. Money. I gotta be more choosy with my money. We got big things going on. I actually eventually want to upgrade a camera in this place. Yeah, Until Dawn is a great interactive movie. Best Lucifer ever. Loved him in Constantine. He's good. Peter Stormare is a really good Lucifer. My favorite incarnation of Lucifer, though, would probably be Al Pacino. In what's that movie with Keanu Reeves? I'm blanking on the name right now. Where he's a lawyer. He's a fucking lawyer. Oh my god. I can't remember the name of it now, and that's gonna bother me. Somebody in the chat. What's the name of that Al Pacino movie where he's the devil and he's with Keanu Reeves? Devil's Advocate. That's what it was. Yes, somebody got it. Yeah, my favorite incarnation of Lucifer is Devil's Advocate. Some of your Swamp Thing hardcovers to upgrade your camera. No. Although, I'll give this. Supernatural actually has a really, really, really good actor that's playing Lucifer. He was he was basically the main, like the head god or whatever it is in Lost. He's really good. He was really good when he showed up in Supernatural. So was I craving for the hate and I didn't get it when I mentioned Colin? No, no, I wasn't. It was somebody in the chat asked me like, what did I think about the whole situation involving Colin Moriarty and like what he tweeted and all that stuff. And I gave my 2 cents. I was honestly expecting, because of how toxic that whole thing is right now, that I would have gotten like some backlash or something, but I didn't get anything. I was like, okay, cool. Everybody was pretty cool about it. I looked at the whole thing pretty objectively, I think. He was playing on Tomorrow People too. Are you talking about the actor that played the devil in Supernatural? What's the name of that guy? Because he was fucking great as Lucifer in that show. Supernatural. What is the name of that actor? Dun, 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 dun. Full name Lucifer, alias Satan. Yeah, okay. By Mark, what was it? Damn it, I missed it. Mark Pellegrino. Mark Pellegrino is the one that plays Lucifer. Fuck, he's good. He was really good. In your opinion, what would be the best way for the Walking Dead series to end? Yeah, the George Lopez show was fun. The best way for the Walking Dead to end, how I think it's going to logically end, is I think it's going to be kind of in the same vein of how it started, where Rick is in the hospital bed, he opened his eyes, and the zombie apocalypse happened. This is ultimately Rick's story. Robert Kirkman said that anybody in the comic and in the show can die, which is fucking bullshit. We know it is. So I think it's going to end with Rick laying on his deathbed. He's surrounded by a few survivors, and hey, look, we've rebuilt society as best as we could. Da 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 da. He closes his eyes, and that's the end of the comic. And like Carl's old, he's got a family and all this other stuff. He's surrounded. Yeah. Are there any other games that'll mindfuck me like BioShock Infinite did? I don't know. I don't really know off the top of my head anything that'll mindfuck you, anything like that. Off the top of my head, I really don't know. I'll tell you though, I've been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild, and I finished Horizon Zero Dawn, which was so good. Oh my goodness, Horizon was so great. Such a fucking great game. Heavy Rain is good. That's a really good choice. Heavy Rain is real good, especially the reveal of who the bad guy is. I was like, wow. Now the controls might feel a little bit dated, but it's still good. Andrew Bello, what's up, man? Remember watching your Where to Start Daredevil video, and I can't thank you enough. Frank Miller's run is classic, and Bendis is amazing. Haven't got to Brewbreaker yet. Good job, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying that. Lucifer, son of morning, I'm gonna chase you to the earth. I've been playing Mass Effect Andromeda all morning. It's better than the review suggested is. I'm trying. Oh my god, I've been trying. I've been trying to get into this fucking game, and I can't do it. Try as I might, I cannot get into Mass Effect Andromeda. I've been trying. It's just the bugs, the facial animations, all that stuff is fucking killing the game for me, and I'm a diehard Mass Effect fan. Like me and a buddy, when I was doing my internship, it was at a law firm for one of my best friends. His dad has a law firm, and I did my internship there. And we would spend hours and hours and hours as we were filing paperwork talking about Mass Effect, just hours. Like, where do we think the series will end? How do we think things are going? This was around the time after Mass Effect 2, and we were obsessed with it. We wrote like pages of stuff like, okay, well, we think this could happen with this. What about this society with this society? But God damn it, they could not have dropped the ball any farther for me in Mass Effect Andromeda. God, I've been trying so hard to like it. I really have. And I'm not a person that gets easily influenced by negative reviews, but god damn, it's such a letdown for me. I finally bought the Doctor Strange Omnibus, read 50 pages of it, then I slept. Yeah, it's not for everybody. Will you be getting Injustice 2? Oh, fuck yeah. Absolutely, I'll be getting Injustice 2. I want to bring back Twitch streaming. I really, really want to bring back the Twitch streaming deal, which I might... What I might end up doing is that I might make that a Patreon like goal. Like if I hit $400 or something like that, I'll do Twitch streaming. I'll bring it back, and it won't be just a Patreon thing. It'll be like an everybody thing. I haven't read any of the Mass Effect comics. Surprisingly, I have not. I've heard they're not terrible. Actually, I've heard they're actually pretty good. What are your thoughts on X-Men Resurrection? I haven't read it. Have not read it. I want to. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this, guys, because I have a bunch of stuff to record. I have a bunch of stuff to do. Jess, if you are still in the chat, hit me up so we can do the news show later on. Gabe, if you're in the chat, hit me up so we can watch Super Mario Brothers and record that bitch. And yeah, if you guys have not checked out my stuff, please do so. Check out my other videos if this is your first time. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Those are the best ways to get a hold of me. It's going to be found in the description below. If you want to keep supporting this channel, guys, this is how I do this. This is how I keep this stuff alive. This is how I can afford to buy books and everything like that. I know last week it was a bit sporadic in terms of updates, but there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. This week it'll be back to normal. Yeah, please check out the Patreon stuff. We just started a new series on there where me and Gabe get together and we watch and we commentate on one movie a week. And this week it's going to be Super Mario Brothers. Last week it was the original Mortal Kombat movie. That was really fun. And that was at the $10 level. So with that said, check out Patreon. It's found in the description below. I love you guys. Have a great week and all that good stuff. Bye.